Hi there! Thank you for tuning in today's practice. Let's begin today's practice in child's pose. Open your knees as wide as comfortable, extending your arms forward. Breathe in, breathe out. During your practice today, feel free to pause whenever you need a rest or you'd like to stay longer in a pose. Rise back up on your knees. Press your shins and tops of your feet into the mat. Interlacing your fingers behind your hips, press the knuckles down, bringing the shoulder blades together. On an exhale, hinge forward from the hips, pressing your chest into your thighs. See if you can lift your knuckles away from your hips. Inhale, come back up. Tiny back bend, press the knuckles down. Exhale, fold, pushing back with the hips. Unclasp your hands, finding tabletop. Lift your hips up and back for downward dog. Slowly straighten your legs. Don't worry if you cannot fully extend the legs or touch your heels. And bend. Inhale, extending the legs. Exhale, bend. Push the mat away, making sure you don't round your back. Keep going for a few more breaths. Deep breath in and out. Straighten your right leg, keeping the left bent for down dog pedal. Feeling that deep stretch across your right leg. Switch sides, straightening your left, bending the right. Take a few more. Right, left. Right, left. Deep breath in and out. Right, left. Lower down on your knees. Lift your hips up and back for downward dog. Keeping a flat back, as you inhale, lower the knees down for tabletop. Exhale, lift up for downward dog. We're gonna repeat this a few more times. Knees down, tabletop, up, downward facing dog. Take a few more at your own pace. Take a rest in child's pose. Rise back up on your knees. Press your shins and tops of your feet into the mat. Interlacing your fingers behind your hips, press the knuckles down, bringing the shoulder blades together. On an exhale, hinge forward from the hips, pressing your chest into your thighs. See if you can lift your knuckles away from your hips. Inhale, come back up. Tiny back bend, press the knuckles down. Exhale, fold, pushing back with the hips. Unclasp your hands, finding tabletop. Dynamic puppy pose. Lower your elbows down. Stack your hips, right over your knees. Slowly sink your chest into the ground. Bring your palms together, lifting the arms off the mat, grounding your elbows. Deep breath in, gently arching your back. Breath out, shift your weight forward, placing your arms and hands on the mat. Your shoulders are over your elbows. Breathe in, come back to your puppy, hips stacked over knees. To release, come back to your tabletop. Walk to the top of your mat and stand all the way up. Goddess pose. Find a wide stance, turning your toes out and your heels in. Feet are pointed out at about a 45-degree angle. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, lower your hips into a squat. Work towards bringing your thighs parallel to the floor, but do not force yourself into the squat. Inhale, extend your arms, bending from the elbows to a 90-degree angle. Exhale, tuck your tailbone in, pressing your hips forward. Come back up, releasing the arms down. Eagle pose. Bend your knees, balance on your right foot, and cross your left thigh over your right. Fix your gaze at a point in front of you. Rest your toes gently on the floor, or see if you can hook the top of your left foot behind your right ankle. Extend your arms straight in front of your body, dropping your right arm under your left. Snaking your arms around each other. Inhale, see if you can touch your palms. If not, bring the backs of your hands together. Don't worry if you fall out. Take your time in this balancing pose and try again. Untangle your arms and legs. Let's do the same on the other side. Bend your knees, balance on your left foot, and cross your right thigh over your left. Fix your gaze at a point in front of you. Rest your toes gently on the floor, or see if you can hook the top of your right foot. Extend your arms straight in front of your body. Drop your left arm under your right. Snaking your arms around each other, see if you can touch your palms together. Slowly untangle your arms and legs. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, rotating the shoulder, drawing a large circle backwards. Take a deep breath in. Lower the arms down slowly. Try not to swing, but move in a controlled motion. Changing direction. Start drawing circles forward. Inhale, sending the arms back. Exhale, rotate for circle. Breathe in and out. Gently release the arms to the sides. Goddess pose with eagle arms. Bring the feet to a wide stance, turning the heels in and the toes outside. Start bending the knees, lowering the thighs parallel to the mat. Extend your arms straight in front of your body. Drop your left arm under your right. Bend your elbows, raising your forearms perpendicular to the floor. Snaking your arms around each other. Inhale, see if you can touch your palms together. Rise back up, straighten the legs, untangle the arms. Breathe in and out. One more time, bend the knees, thighs parallel to the floor. This time, drop your right arm under your left, wrapping your arms around each other. Inhale, try to bring your palms together. Exhale, lift your elbows and reach your fingertips towards the ceiling. Breathe in and out. Back up, unwrapping your arms. Warrior 3. Hands to heart center. Slowly float the right leg up behind you and tip forward. Press the floor away with your front foot, slowly extending it straight. Don't worry about lifting your leg high. Make sure your right kneecap and foot points at the mat. Step back for Warrior 2. Turn your left toes to the front edge of the mat. Right toes point to the wide edge. Align your heels. Spread your fingertips wide, raising your arms parallel to the floor. Send your right hand behind your back. Lower your left arm down on your knee. As you inhale, weave your left arm under your left thigh. Exhale, bending deeper into your left leg. See if you can bring your hands together behind your hips. Back to Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Bring your left elbow down over your knee. Inhale, lifting your right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your right arm down towards your ear. Back to Warrior 2. Find High Lunge. If this is too much, feel free to lower your back knee down on the mat. Come back to your ragdoll. Come back up. Warrior 3. Hands to heart center. Slowly float the left leg up behind you and tip forward. Press the floor away with your front foot, slowly extending it straight. Reach out through your left heel. Set your gaze onto one point to maintain balance. Lower your leg down for Warrior 2. Turn your right toes to the front edge of the mat. Left toes point to the wide edge. Align the heels. Deep breath in and out. Warrior 2 bind. Send your left hand behind your back. Lower your right arm down on your knee. As you inhale, weave your right arm under your right thigh. Exhale, bending deeper into your right leg. See if you can bind left and right hand behind your hips. Back to Warrior 2. Reverse Warrior. Drop your left hand over your left thigh. Inhale, lift your right arm up, reaching the fingertips to the sky. Back to Warrior 2. Deep breath in and out. Find Highland. See if your front knee is over your ankle. Come back to your ragdoll. Ground your hands and knees for tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and hips over knees. On an inhale, extend your right leg behind and slowly lift it up, keeping a neutral spine. Exhale, lower down, tapping your toes onto the mat. Inhale, lift, squeezing those abs. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, bring your shoulder blades together. Keep a nice flat back. Other side. Inhale, extending your left leg behind and slowly lift it up, spine neutral. Exhale, lower down, tapping your toes onto the mat. Inhale, lift, squeeze the abs. Exhale, tap down. Release the leg down. Thread the needle. Inhale, reach your right hand up. On an exhale, come down with your hand. Weave your right arm under your left armpit so your right shoulder comes on the floor. Slowly turn your head to the left side, resting your right ear on the floor. Deep breath in, left arm reaches forward. Stay in this pose, taking deep breaths. Rise back up. Inhale, reach your left hand up. As you exhale, come down with your hand, weaving your left arm under your right armpit so your left shoulder comes on the floor. Slowly turn your head to the right side, resting your left ear on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Reach forward through your right hand. Breathe out and relax. Rise back up. Press firmly into the palms for downward facing dog. Inhale, relax your chest down. Exhale, engage your arms, pressing into the mat. Keep a nice flat back. Inhale, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Exhale, pushing the mat away, lifting the hips up. Lift your left leg up and back for three-legged dog and step forward to the top of the mat. Walk the left foot over towards your right hand for dynamic pigeon. Coming on your fingertips, slowly lower your shin down. Inhale, back leg is straight and lifted. Exhale, lift the back leg up. Let's go through this a few more times. Deep breath in and out. Back to downward dog. Lower down to tabletop. Take a deep inhale for puppy pose. Walk your hands in front of you, stacking your hips right over your knees. Sink your chest into the ground, bringing your palms together, lifting your arms off the mat, grounding the elbows. Draw your hands behind your head, stretching through the triceps. Inhale, gently pressing your chest into the ground. Exhale, pressing your sit bones up to the sky. Back to tabletop. Once again, lift your hips up and back for downward dog. On an inhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. You can keep the knees bent. And walk back into your downward dog. Take a few more. We are building heat across the body. Walk to your hands and walk back into your downward dog. Deep breath in and out. Lift your right leg up and back for three-legged dog and step forward to the top of the mat. Walk the right foot over towards your left hand for dynamic pigeon. Coming on your fingertips, slowly lower your shin down. Inhale, back leg is straight and lifted. Exhale, lift the leg back up. Let's go through this a few more times. Back to downward dog. Lower down to tabletop. For a gentle calf stretch, extend your right leg straight behind you. Toes planted, gently press your heel into the ground. Press until you feel a nice calf stretch. Breathe in and out. Switch sides. Lower your back knee down and extend your left leg straight. Toes planted, pressing your heel into the ground. Feel that nice stretch in your calf. Take a few deep breaths here. Release, bringing your knee down. End your practice in child's pose. Sit your hips over your heels. Extend your arms long. Release the tension in your shoulders. Allow the rhythmic nature of your breath to take over as your inhalation and exhalation flow effortlessly into one another. Turn your attention to your breath. Deep breath in and out. Soften your face, your throat, the tops of your shoulders, the arms, all the way to the tips of your fingers. That's it for today's practice. If you'd like to continue with your practice, check out my other yoga flows too.